On the subway, a man kept staring at a girl's legs. Ugly appearance. Let the girl quickly escape from the car. Then she put on her clothes and tiptoed up. It turned out the girl was a ballet dancer named Amy. As Amy gracefully danced, an older man slipped his arm around her. Confronted by his unwanted advances, Amy didn't dare to resist. Her colleagues, meanwhile, turned away and kept rehearsing. The proud swans by day were reduced to playthings under the control of Rich. The following day, Amy crossed paths with Paul again. She was crying under a tree, whether it was because her cat wouldn't come down or due to her struggles at work, no one knew. Paul climbed up to rescue the cat but fell and injured his face in the process. Amy brought him home and tended to his wounds. While making him a cup of coffee, Paul's gaze fell once more on her legs. Then drink the coffee in your hand. Clumsy Polly doesn't know. Amy maintains her figure due to professional reasons. The very next day, Paul disregarded his injuries and stepped into the ring. After earning some cash, he carried a heavy bag of sugar to Amy's doorstep, then turned away. His sincere kindness slowly drew them closer, and soon they began spending time together. Even if Paul didn't really appreciate the art Amy performed, as long as she was happy, he was, too. One day, a thief snatched Amy's bag, and Paul rushed after him without a moment's hesitation, not even noticing the thief was on a bike. Later that night, a disheveled Paul turned up at Amy's door with her bag in his hands. There was nothing valuable in it, but he wouldn't let anyone mess with her. The following day, Polly started to shave his beard, put on a nice suit, and cleaned his old car. Today was an important day for Amy, and he wanted to make a good impression. But his large frame stood out, and Amy quietly turned away, thinking he was not a match for her. After her performance, a black sedan pulled up. Paul followed in his beat-up car. The rich sponsor in the sedan casually held out his hand. After a moment's hesitation, Amy made her choice. The flowers Paul had prepared fell to the ground. His pure love was tossed aside, just like something that fell down a drain. Inside a high-end restaurant, the sponsor wrote a letter of recommendation, a price to pay for something more sinister. The following day, Amy traded her dignity for opportunity. Paul kept holding on to hope, thinking there might be a way for her to explain, but no matter whether he knocked or called, there was no response. His last bit of hope was gone. The grotesque smiles of high-profile people on TV seemed to be laughing at his downfall. In a moment of weakness, Paul saw a fleeting image of Amy, the girl he hadn't even been bold enough to reach out and hold, now a toy for someone else. Grief drove Paul back into the ring, where he turned down a match-fixing bribe. His handlers called him a fool. He was choosing death instead. The sponsor boldly crossed the lines, touching her without consent, until something broke in Amy. She fought back, delivering a powerful punch, and then tossed back the letter of recommendation. Amy rushed toward Paul's workplace, but when she arrived, she found him barely alive. Paul, upon seeing Amy, weakly smiled. His heart began to come back to life. The opponent in the ring grew softer, while the crowd kept up their cheers. In a beautiful countryside town, Amy put on a green dress. She sometimes fell into memories of her past as a ballet dancer, but those were quickly interrupted by the smallness of their new life together. Looking back, it was clear that from the moment Paul fell in love with Amy, a small band-aid stayed on his face until the moment she chose to come back to him. Unrequited love leaves a scar, but a love that is reciprocated brings healing. That's what everyone truly strives for.